Ladies and gentlemen, today we explore a powerful spiritual and practical principle: gratitude. Gratitude is not just a polite response. It is a magnetic force that draws abundance into your life. When you live in thankfulness, you position yourself to receive more, including unlimited money and prosperity. Let us break this down into 6 chapters to understand how gratitude can truly open the door to wealth. Every magnificent tree begins with something very small. A seed. A seed looks insignificant, yet within it lies the blueprint for a forest. In the same way, prosperity begins with something seemingly simple. Gratitude. Gratitude may look like a polite "thank you," but in truth, it is a spiritual force, a divine seed, that has the power to multiply blessings and open the door to financial abundance. If you observe the lives of people who prosper in a sustainable and fulfilling way, you will notice that they all share a common trait: they are grateful. They give thanks for what they already have, they speak with appreciation, and they recognize the good around them. On the other hand, those who constantly complain, criticize, and focus on lack tend to remain stuck in scarcity. The reason is simple: gratitude is the seed of prosperity, while complaint is the poison that kills growth. The very first thing gratitude does is shift your focus. Human beings naturally tend to see what is missing, rather than what is present. We wake up and think of the bills not yet paid, the job not yet received, the money not yet in the bank. But when you practice gratitude, you train your eyes to see abundance instead of lack. You stop asking, "What is missing in my life?" and start asking, "What blessings are already here?" This shift is powerful, because whatever you focus on expands. If you focus on lack, you will notice more lack. But if you focus on abundance, you will notice more abundance. Gratitude works like sunlight. It nourishes the seed of prosperity, making it grow faster and stronger. The universe operates on vibrations and energy. Gratitude carries a high vibration, one that aligns you with wealth, opportunity, and favor. When you are thankful, you send a message to the universe that you are ready to receive more. You are saying, "I recognize and honor the blessings in my life, and I am prepared for increase." This alignment is essential for prosperity. You cannot expect abundance while vibrating at the frequency of complaint or self-pity. Gratitude puts you in harmony with the frequency of wealth. It is the spiritual magnet that pulls resources toward you. One of the most overlooked secrets to prosperity is contentment. Contentment is not settling for less. It is being at peace with what you have while expecting more. Gratitude teaches you to enjoy the journey, not just the destination. When you are thankful, you stop chasing money out of desperation and start attracting it through inspiration. Contentment creates stability. People who are desperate repel opportunities because their energy communicates fear and anxiety. But people who are grateful radiate calm confidence, and this attracts partnerships, ideas, and wealth. Gratitude makes you magnetic. Imagine a person who constantly complains about their job, their salary, and their circumstances. Even if they are given more, they will still find reasons to complain. This attitude blocks the flow of prosperity. The universe does not pour abundance into ungrateful vessels. Now imagine someone who earns a modest income, but thanks God for every paycheck, every opportunity, every small blessing. That person will see increase. Why? Because gratitude is the signal that says, "I can handle more." Just as a farmer waters and nurtures the seed to ensure a harvest, gratitude waters the seed of prosperity and guarantees multiplication. One of the most miraculous qualities of gratitude is its ability to transform something small into something great. If you thank God for the little money you have, you will see that little money stretch, multiply, and open doors to more. If you despise what you have, you will never see it increase. Remember the principle: whatever you thank God for multiplies, whatever you despise diminishes. This is why gratitude is the seed of prosperity. It doesn't matter how small your seed looks right now. Whether it's a single opportunity, a small paycheck, or even a simple skill. When you water it with gratitude, it grows into something far greater than you imagined. Prosperity is not only about money. It is about the atmosphere you create around yourself. People who are grateful radiate joy, peace, and positivity. These qualities attract others to them. Employers notice them. Customers prefer to buy from them. Friends want to help them. On the other hand, people who complain repel relationships and opportunities. Gratitude gives you an invisible advantage because it draws people to your energy. And people are often the carriers of financial blessings. They connect you to jobs, partnerships, and opportunities. Gratitude is not only spiritual, it is practical in building wealth. Gratitude is not something you practice once in a while. It is a daily habit. Each morning, before you even check your phone, give thanks. Thank God for your breath, for your health, for your home, for your family, and for the resources you already have. At night, review your day and find reasons to be thankful, even for the smallest blessings. This practice keeps your heart fertile for prosperity. Gratitude is not passive. It is an active choice you make every day. And the more you practice it, the more natural it becomes. Gratitude is not just a nice feeling, it is the foundation of wealth. It is the seed from which prosperity grows. By shifting your focus from lack to abundance, aligning you with the frequency of wealth, opening the flow of increase, and multiplying what you already have, gratitude lays the groundwork for unlimited money. Remember this truth: you cannot plant the seed of gratitude and harvest scarcity. Every seed produces after its kind. If you sow gratitude, you will reap abundance. If you sow complaint, you will reap lack. The choice is yours. So, let gratitude be the seed you plant today. Water it with daily thanksgiving, nurture it with positive focus, and watch as it grows into a harvest of unlimited prosperity. Money is more than paper, coins, or numbers in a bank account. Money is energy, and the way you think and feel about it directly shapes how much of it flows into your life. Many people unknowingly block prosperity because of the thoughts they hold about money. They see it as scarce, difficult to obtain, or even dangerous. This negative mindset becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. Gratitude, however, transforms your relationship with money. It shifts your thinking from scarcity to abundance, from fear to faith, from anxiety to expectation. Gratitude is the bridge between your current financial situation and the wealth you desire. It doesn't just change how you feel. It changes how money responds to you. The first thing gratitude does is dismantle the scarcity mindset. Scarcity says, there is not enough. Abundance says, there is more than enough. Scarcity is rooted in fear, while abundance is rooted in faith. When people live in scarcity, they constantly worry. What if I lose my job? What if I can't pay the bills? What if money runs out? These thoughts keep them trapped in financial limitation. But gratitude interrupts this cycle. When you are thankful for the money you already have, no matter how small, you affirm abundance. You declare, I have enough, and more is on the way. Gratitude rewires your mind to expect increase rather than loss. It shifts your inner dialogue from lack to plenty. And because your beliefs shape your reality, this new mindset attracts more opportunities for money to flow to you. Money often comes to you disguised as opportunities, relationships, or small blessings. But when your mind is clouded by ingratitude, you fail to recognize these opportunities. Gratitude sharpens your awareness. It trains your mind to see wealth in unexpected places. For example, instead of complaining about a small paycheck, gratitude says, "I thank God for this paycheck." It proves that money is flowing, and greater amounts are on the way. Instead of resenting a difficult job, gratitude says, "I thank God for this position." It is a stepping stone to something bigger. This shift in recognition is powerful, because wealth is often hidden in plain sight. A grateful person sees the seed of prosperity in every situation, while an ungrateful person overlooks it. Gratitude opens your eyes to opportunities that others miss. Fear is the greatest enemy of financial success. Fear whispers, "You'll never have enough." Anxiety says, "What you have will soon disappear." These voices paralyze people, causing them to make poor financial decisions or miss opportunities altogether. Gratitude silences those voices. When you begin to thank God for what you already have, your faith grows stronger than your fear. Gratitude reminds you that you are already provided for, and if provision came once, it will come again. This peace of mind allows you to think clearly, make wise choices, and attract more money without desperation. Some people secretly resent money. They say things like, "Money is the root of all evil," or "Rich people are greedy." With such beliefs, how can money ever feel welcome in their lives? Their subconscious mind pushes money away, even when opportunities arise. Gratitude, however, creates a healthy relationship with money. When you say, "Thank you for the money I have. Thank you for the money that is coming. Thank you for the doors of wealth that are opening," you remove guilt and fear from your financial life. Money becomes your friend, not your enemy. You begin to see it as a tool for good, for blessing others, for building dreams, and for living with freedom. This healthy relationship attracts more money, because what you appreciate appreciates. Many people live as slaves to money. They chase it, worry about it, and allow it to control their emotions. Gratitude changes that dynamic. When you are grateful, you put money in its proper place as a servant, not a master. Instead of obsessing over what you don't have, gratitude helps you focus on the value money brings to your life. You become the master, directing money with purpose, vision, and generosity. A grateful person does not bow to money. They use money as a tool to create abundance for themselves and others. This mindset attracts even more resources, because money flows to those who know how to manage it wisely. Your subconscious mind controls 95% of your thoughts, habits, and financial behaviors. If your subconscious is filled with fear, scarcity, or guilt about money, you will always struggle no matter how hard you work. The only way to change this is to reprogram your subconscious with gratitude. Every time you say, "Thank you for the money I have," or "Thank you for the increase that is coming," you are planting new thoughts into your subconscious. Over time, these thoughts grow into unshakable beliefs. Gratitude creates a mindset where wealth feels natural, expected, and inevitable. This is why grateful people seem to attract money effortlessly. Their subconscious mind has been trained to expect abundance. A powerful shift happens when gratitude fills your heart. You stop clinging to money and start sharing it. Gratitude makes you generous because you know that giving does not deplete you. It multiplies you. When you give with a thankful heart, you activate the law of increase. Money begins to circulate back to you in greater measure. Generosity keeps your financial energy flowing. Like water, money must keep moving to stay alive. Gratitude allows you to give freely, knowing that more will always come. This generous mindset attracts wealth, because the universe rewards open hands, not closed fists. Gratitude is more than an emotion, it is a mental reset. It dismantles the scarcity mindset, trains you to recognize opportunities, silences fear, builds a healthy relationship with money, and reprograms your subconscious for abundance. Gratitude turns money from a cruel master into a faithful servant, and it transforms you into a magnet for financial increase. The truth is simple: money flows toward a grateful mind. If you despise what you have, you will lose it. If you appreciate what you have, it will grow. Gratitude is the secret that changes your entire money mindset, preparing you to receive unlimited prosperity. So today, begin to practice this. Before you spend $1, thank God for it. Before you earn a paycheck, thank God for it. Before you even see the money you desire, thank God for it in advance. The more you live in gratitude, the more your mind becomes a home for abundance. And once your mind welcomes wealth, your life will overflow with it. Gratitude is not just an attitude, it is a spiritual law. It is more than politeness, more than good manners, more than saying, thank you. When someone gives you a gift, gratitude is a magnetic force that draws to you the very things you are thankful for. It operates like the law of gravity, invisible, impartial, and always at work. Whether you recognize it or not, gratitude is influencing the level of abundance in your life. The law of attraction simply states that like attracts like. Whatever you think, feel, and believe with consistency will eventually show up in your reality. Gratitude activates this law in a powerful way. When you give thanks for money, opportunities, and prosperity, whether they are already in your hands or still unseen, you align your energy with wealth, and wealth begins to move toward you. Every thought and every word carries energy. When you complain, criticize, or speak negatively about your finances, you send a signal of lack. That signal draws more lack, because the law of attraction responds to the energy you release. But when you express gratitude, you send a signal of abundance. For example, saying, "Thank you for the money I already have. Thank you for the money that is on its way," transmits a vibration of wealth. The universe responds by arranging circumstances, opportunities, and connections that match that vibration. Gratitude literally calls money toward you. One of the mysteries of gratitude is that it works best when it is expressed in advance. Most people wait until they physically see money before they give thanks. But by then, they are only reacting to a blessing. Gratitude as a law of attraction requires you to give thanks before you see the results. For instance, if you desire a new stream of income, do not wait until it appears to express gratitude. Begin now to say, "Thank you for the new income flowing into my life. Thank you for the open doors and opportunities." This act of faith draws the unseen into the seen. Gratitude in advance is the magnet that pulls prosperity from the invisible into the visible. Many people limit prosperity to the arrival of cash. But in reality, the law of attraction works through ideas, people, and opportunities. Gratitude positions you to attract the right conditions for wealth. For example, you may give thanks for abundance, and then meet someone who introduces you to a profitable partnership. You may give thanks for money, and then receive a creative idea that generates income. You may give thanks for increase, and then notice an opportunity that others overlooked. Gratitude does not always deliver money directly. It often delivers the doors that lead to money. Sometimes people desire more money, but feel unworthy of it. They say things like, "I don't deserve wealth," or "Ma, Money doesn't come easily for people like me. These beliefs create resistance that blocks the law of attraction from working fully. Gratitude dissolves that resistance. When you say, "Thank you for the blessings in my life," you bypass unworthiness and anchor yourself in worthiness. Gratitude affirms that you are already blessed, already favored, already qualified to receive. And the more you affirm this, the less resistance you carry, and the easier wealth flows toward you. The law of attraction responds not just to thoughts, but to emotions. Gratitude is one of the highest emotional vibrations you can experience. When you are thankful, your heart opens, your spirit lifts, and your energy brightens. In this elevated state, you become magnetic to abundance. People enjoy working with you, doors open in your favor, and opportunities gravitate toward you. Gratitude keeps you out of the lower vibrations of fear, worry, and doubt. And it is in this higher vibration that prosperity thrives. Sometimes people give up on the law of attraction because their blessings do not appear immediately. They become impatient, frustrated, or doubtful. But gratitude gives you a different perspective. Gratitude allows you to see delays not as denials, but as preparation. When you are thankful, even in seasons of waiting, you keep your vibration aligned with abundance. You say, "I thank God for what is coming, even if I do not see it yet." This faith-filled gratitude keeps the law of attraction active, ensuring that what you desire is still moving toward you. The delay is simply the universe arranging the right timing and conditions. Here is the miracle: the more you give thanks, the more you attract to give thanks for. Gratitude creates a cycle of increase. Each blessing you acknowledge becomes a seed for another blessing. For instance, if you give thanks for a small financial gift, more gifts begin to flow. If you give thanks for one client in your business, more clients are attracted to you. If you give thanks for one open door, other doors begin to swing open. Gratitude is like a magnet that grows stronger with use. The more you use it, the more powerful it becomes. Practical ways to use gratitude in the law of attraction. Daily affirmations. Speak out loud. Thank you for the abundance flowing into my life. Repeat this until your subconscious mind believes it. The Gratitude Journal. Write down at least 5 things you are grateful for each day, including financial blessings already received and blessings you expect. A thank in advance. Don't wait until the money arrives. Give thanks now for the prosperity that is on its way. A bless what you have. Thank God for every dollar, every opportunity, every resource. This multiplies what you already possess. The law of attraction is always working, whether you realize it or not. The question is, what are you attracting? If you dwell on lack, you attract lack. If you dwell on fear, you attract more reasons to be afraid. But if you dwell on gratitude, you attract prosperity, opportunity, and abundance. Gratitude is the key that unlocks the law of attraction. It is not about waiting until you see the blessing. It is about giving thanks until the blessing appears. Gratitude sends the signal of abundance, dissolves resistance, raises your vibration, and multiplies every gift that comes into your life. So today, make gratitude your lifestyle. Let it be the song you sing, the thought you carry, and the prayer you speak. Because the moment you align your energy with thankfulness, the law of attraction begins to move wealth in your direction, and the flow of unlimited money becomes inevitable. Wealth is not just about money. It is also about vision, ideas, and the ability to see opportunities where others see obstacles. Money often follows creativity. Florence Scovel Shinn taught that the universe responds to the vibrations of your mind, and gratitude is one of the most powerful vibrations you can emit. When your heart is full of gratitude, your mind becomes fertile ground for innovative ideas, inspired solutions, and profitable insights. Gratitude opens your mind to possibilities. It transforms ordinary situations into extraordinary opportunities. It allows you to see paths that others overlook and solutions that others dismiss. Without gratitude, even the most talented people can remain stagnant because their minds are clouded by complaints, fear, and self-doubt. A grateful mind is an attentive mind. When you are thankful for what you have, you notice details and opportunities that would otherwise pass unnoticed. You see potential in challenges, patterns in problems, and solutions in apparent obstacles. For example, a business owner who practices gratitude may notice an unmet need in the market, an untapped resource, or a partnership that could multiply their profits. A grateful employee may see ways to improve workflow or create value in their role. Gratitude heightens awareness and tunes your perception to opportunities for growth and wealth. A mind filled with complaints, fear, and resentment becomes congested. Negative thoughts block creativity and restrict flow. Gratitude clears this mental clutter. When you say, "Thank you for the resources, ideas, and opportunities in my life," you create space for new thoughts to enter. Your mind becomes a fertile field ready to receive inspiration. Like a garden. If the soil is filled with weeds of negativity, nothing can grow. Gratitude is the tilling of the mind, removing obstacles, and preparing the ground for fresh ideas. Problems are a part of life, but how we respond to them determines whether we thrive or struggle. Gratitude shifts your perspective from frustration to curiosity. Instead of saying, "Why is this happening to me?" a grateful mind says, "What can I learn from this? And how can I use it to my advantage?" This subtle change in thinking opens creative pathways that lead to solutions. Every challenge becomes a springboard for innovation. Many millionaires and successful entrepreneurs credit their breakthroughs to gratitude. It helped them see opportunity in difficulty. Original ideas do not come from fear, doubt, or envy. They come from a clear, receptive, and positive mind. Gratitude inspires originality by fostering joy, peace, and curiosity. When you are thankful, your mind is relaxed, open, and willing to explore new possibilities. You begin to connect seemingly unrelated ideas, invent new products or services, and discover ways to improve existing systems. Gratitude creates an inner environment where creative genius can flourish naturally. Intuition is the inner guidance that leads to right decisions. Gratitude strengthens your connection to this guidance. A mind filled with appreciation is less likely to be distracted by fear or doubt, and more likely to trust the subtle nudges of inspiration. For instance, a grateful investor may feel inspired to pursue a promising opportunity they would have ignored in a negative mindset. A grateful creator may receive an idea for a product or service that meets a critical need. Gratitude sharpens intuition, which is often the unseen force behind wealth creation. Ideas alone are not enough, action is required. Gratitude creates motivation and momentum for action. When you are thankful for the opportunities, resources, and support in your life, you naturally take inspired action. You work diligently, persist through challenges, and maintain focus because your gratitude fuels energy, enthusiasm, and determination. Gratitude creates a positive feedback loop. Thankfulness generates ideas. Ideas generate opportunities. Opportunities generate results. And results generate more reasons to be thankful. This momentum propels you forward toward greater wealth and fulfillment. Even brilliant ideas require collaboration to become reality. Gratitude not only opens your mind to ideas, but also opens doors to people who can help you implement them. People are naturally drawn to those who express appreciation. When you show gratitude to mentors, colleagues, partners, or employees, you create loyalty and cooperation. Opportunities multiply because grateful people attract supportive people. Collaboration often leads to greater financial gains than isolated effort. Gratitude amplifies both your ideas and your ability to execute them successfully. Practical ways to use gratitude to unlock creativity. Daily reflection. Spend a few minutes each day thanking God or the universe for the lessons, resources, and ideas that came to you. Gratitude journaling. Write down new insights or solutions you notice each day, acknowledging the blessings that inspired them. A creative visualization. While giving thanks, imagine the possibilities that are already coming to fruition in your life. Express appreciation to others. Thank those who contribute ideas, feedback, or resources. This strengthens collaboration and invites more ideas. Gratitude is the key that unlocks your creative potential. It sharpens perception, clears mental clutter, enhances problem solving, inspires original thinking, strengthens intuition, builds momentum, and attracts supportive people. Money and opportunity often follow creativity, and gratitude is the catalyst that transforms ordinary thinking into extraordinary results. When you cultivate gratitude in your daily life, you create a fertile environment for ideas to flourish. Each thankful thought, each acknowledgement of blessings, opens doors to new possibilities. Every idea becomes a potential source of wealth, every insight a step closer to financial freedom. Remember, wealth is not just accumulated dollars. It is the ability to see opportunity, to act on ideas, and to bring value to the world. Gratitude empowers all of this. When your mind is full of appreciation, creativity becomes natural, ideas flow effortlessly, and unlimited prosperity begins to manifest. Wealth is not created in isolation. Even the most talented and hardworking individuals rely on people, mentors, partners, colleagues, friends, and family to achieve success. Relationships are the bridges through which opportunities, resources, and support flow. And at the heart of all strong relationships is gratitude. Gratitude is more than saying, "Thank you." To others, it is a mindset that recognizes the value of people, their contributions, and the unseen ways they impact your life. When you practice gratitude in relationships, you naturally attract helpers, collaborators, and supporters. These people often become the channels through which financial and personal blessings manifest. Trust is the foundation of every strong relationship. People want to invest time, energy, and resources in those they trust. Gratitude communicates respect and appreciation, which are essential for building trust. For instance, when you genuinely thank a colleague for their effort, a partner for their support, or a client for their business, you reinforce the bond between you. Trust grows stronger, and with trust comes loyalty. Loyal people become reliable allies who are willing to go the extra mile to help you achieve your goals. In this way, gratitude directly strengthens the network of people who contribute to your success. No one likes to work with someone who complains, criticizes, or undervalues their team. Conversely, a grateful person naturally inspires cooperation. When you acknowledge the efforts and contributions of others, they feel seen and appreciated. This encourages them to continue helping you and even to go above and beyond. Gratitude fosters a positive environment where collaboration thrives. People are far more willing to share opportunities, insights, and resources with someone who demonstrates appreciation than with someone who takes everything for granted. The universe operates on the principle of reciprocity. What you give comes back to you. When you show genuine gratitude to others, you invite them to support you in return. For example, a mentor who feels appreciated is more likely to provide guidance, open doors, or introduce you to influential contacts. A client who feels valued is more likely to refer you to others or continue doing business with you. Gratitude creates a natural cycle of giving and receiving, multiplying the help, opportunities, and resources that flow into your life. Strong relationships are not just transactional, they are emotional. Gratitude deepens emotional connections. When you express appreciation, people feel recognized and valued. This builds loyalty and affection, which strengthens the bonds that support collaboration, trust, and teamwork. These relationships become a foundation of stability in your life and business. A network of people who feel connected to you emotionally often becomes a source of financial opportunities, mentorship, and strategic alliances. Favor is a mysterious force that attracts help, support, and unexpected blessings. Gratitude amplifies favor because it demonstrates humility, recognition, and a positive spirit. When you express gratitude for the help and guidance you receive, you position yourself to receive even more. People notice your attitude, and they are naturally inclined to assist you. Favor often appears as timely advice, financial assistance, job opportunities, or even introductions to influential individuals. A grateful heart is a magnet for favor. Networking is more than exchanging business cards or LinkedIn connections. It is about creating authentic relationships. Gratitude multiplies networking opportunities because people are drawn to those who appreciate them. A grateful person leaves a lasting impression, encouraging others to stay in touch, collaborate, and introduce new opportunities. Every interaction becomes an opportunity to strengthen your network and expand the circle of people willing to support your success. The more you practice gratitude in relationships, the larger your network grows, and the more doors open to wealth, opportunities, and collaboration. Mentorship is one of the most powerful accelerators of success. Gratitude attracts mentors because it signals respect, humility, and a willingness to learn. Mentors invest their time and wisdom in those who appreciate their guidance. When you show sincere gratitude to someone who has helped you, a teacher, an advisor, or a senior colleague, they are more likely to continue guiding you. This guidance often includes financial insights, business strategies, and personal development advice that can directly contribute to wealth creation. Practical ways to use gratitude in relationships. Say thank you often. Don't wait for a big favor. Express appreciation for small acts of kindness, support, and effort. Write notes of appreciation. A handwritten or digital note expressing thanks can leave a lasting impression. A public recognition. Acknowledge the contributions of colleagues, employees, or partners publicly. Reciprocate generously, offer support, help, or opportunities to those who assist you. Maintain a gratitude mindset. Approach relationships with a mindset of appreciation rather than entitlement. Gratitude is the invisible force that strengthens relationships and attracts helpers. It builds trust, inspires cooperation, multiplies opportunities, deepens emotional bonds, increases favor, and draws mentors and collaborators into your life. No one achieves unlimited prosperity alone. Relationships are the channels through which support, guidance, and resources flow. By cultivating gratitude, you create an environment where people want to help you. You become magnetic to allies, partners, and supporters who can accelerate your financial and personal growth. Remember, every person who contributes to your success is a blessing. Acknowledge them, appreciate them, and thank them. And the universe will ensure that your life is filled with the people, opportunities, and resources necessary to achieve unlimited prosperity. Gratitude is not just a personal virtue, it is a strategic advantage. In relationships, as in life, those who are grateful are unstoppable. We have explored how gratitude opens the door to money, changes your mindset, aligns you with the law of attraction, unlocks creativity, and strengthens relationships. Now we reach a profound truth: gratitude has the power to multiply what you already possess. Whether it is money, resources, skills, or opportunities, the act of thankfulness expands them beyond measure. Gratitude is like sunlight on a seed. The more you shine it on what you already have, the faster it grows. Many people make the mistake of waiting for more before giving thanks. They think, I will be grateful when I have more money, a bigger house, a better job. But the principle is reversed. The more you express gratitude for what you already have, the more the universe gives you to be thankful for. The spiritual and practical law behind gratitude is simple: whatever you thank God for multiplies. If you are grateful for a small income, it grows. If you are grateful for a few loyal customers, their number increases. If you are grateful for a single opportunity, many more begin to appear. This is not wishful thinking, it is a universal principle. Gratitude signals that you are ready to receive, and the universe responds with an expansion of what you already hold. Gratitude generates momentum in your life. Each thankful thought and act sends a ripple through your experiences, creating conditions for growth. For example, a business owner who thanks God for every sale, no matter how small, builds momentum. Each sale becomes a stepping stone for larger contracts. Each opportunity becomes a magnet for more opportunities. Gratitude is the force that keeps progress moving forward, turning small beginnings into great abundance. Sometimes, people fail to appreciate what they have because they see it as ordinary. But gratitude has the power to transform the ordinary into the extraordinary. A simple skill can become a lucrative talent. A small amount of money can become an investment that multiplies into financial freedom. A single opportunity can become the foundation for a lifelong career. Gratitude allows you to see the value in what is already present, and in doing so, it amplifies its worth. Gratitude also teaches stewardship. When you appreciate what you have, you manage it wisely. You do not squander resources, ignore opportunities, or take blessings for granted. For example, someone who is grateful for their paycheck is more likely to budget, invest, or use it wisely. Someone who is thankful for their talents or education is more likely to apply them diligently. Gratitude ensures that what you already possess is nurtured and optimized, making multiplication inevitable. Unlimited money and prosperity are not just products of effort, they are often the result of divine favor. Gratitude opens the door to this favor. When you thank God for your current resources, you demonstrate recognition and humility. This attracts divine assistance, guidance, and blessings. The more grateful you are, the more favor flows into your life. Favor often comes as unexpected opportunities, timely financial support, or relationships that expand your wealth. Gratitude acts as the invitation for these blessings to multiply. A grateful heart naturally gives. This is another way that gratitude multiplies what you have. Giving from a place of thankfulness creates circulation in your life. Money, blessings, and opportunities move rather than stagnate. When you help others, invest in causes, or share resources with a generous heart, you create a cycle of increase. The universe responds to your gratitude and generosity with multiplication. What you give in appreciation comes back many times over. Gratitude ensures that wealth is not only preserved but amplified. Practical ways to multiply what you have through gratitude. Daily thanksgiving. Begin each day by listing things you are grateful for, including small financial blessings. Appreciate skills and talents. Thank God for your abilities, knowledge, and creative capacities, and use them diligently. Bless every opportunity. Whether it is a client, a project, or a job, express gratitude and perform with excellence. Give back generously. Share your resources, time, or knowledge with others, trusting that it will return multiplied. Recognize growth. Acknowledge even incremental progress. Small achievements often lead to larger breakthroughs when nurtured with gratitude. Gratitude creates a cycle. Appreciation leads to increased blessings, which leads to more reasons to be thankful, which in turn multiplies even further. The more you cultivate gratitude, the greater the harvest. Imagine a farmer who waters a single seed with sunlight, water, and care. That seed grows into a tree, producing hundreds of fruits. Gratitude is the sunlight that nurtures the seed of what you already have, transforming it into an abundant harvest of money, opportunities, and blessings. Gratitude is not just a virtue, it is a multiplier of prosperity. By appreciating what you already have, your money, skills, opportunities, and relationships, you set in motion a powerful law of increase. Gratitude turns scarcity into abundance, small beginnings into monumental outcomes, and ordinary resources into extraordinary blessings. Remember this truth: you cannot give thanks for what you do not recognize. Begin today by acknowledging even the smallest blessings and watch them grow into limitless wealth. Gratitude multiplies, magnifies, and transforms. It is the final key in the 6-chapter path to unlimited prosperity. When you make gratitude the foundation of your life, every dollar, every opportunity, and every blessing you hold becomes a seed for more. Gratitude ensures that nothing is wasted, everything is nurtured, and unlimited money flows into your life effortlessly. Throughout this speech, we have explored the remarkable ways gratitude can transform your financial life and open the door to unlimited money. From planting the seed of prosperity to shifting your mindset, aligning with the law of attraction, unlocking creativity, strengthening relationships, and multiplying what you already have, gratitude emerges as the central force that shapes every aspect of abundance. Gratitude begins with a simple acknowledgement, thankfulness for what you already have. It may seem small, but this simple act has monumental consequences. Just as a tiny seed grows into a towering tree when nurtured, gratitude nurtures your financial potential, transforming small beginnings into extraordinary wealth. By focusing on what is already present in your life, you activate the spiritual and practical laws that draw money, opportunity, and support toward you. Moreover, gratitude is more than a personal virtue. It is a mindset that reshapes your perception of the world. When you are grateful, you see opportunities where others see obstacles. You see solutions where others see problems. Your mind becomes fertile ground for creativity, innovation, and inspired action. This mindset opens doors that money alone cannot unlock. It aligns you with favorable circumstances, divine guidance, and the support of people who are willing to help you achieve your goals. Gratitude also strengthens relationships, which are the channels through which many blessings flow. When you appreciate the contributions of others, mentors, colleagues, clients, and loved ones, you build trust, cooperation, and loyalty. This creates a network of allies who amplify your efforts, offer guidance, and open doors to opportunities you may never have imagined. People are drawn to those who recognize and honor their value, and gratitude ensures that support flows freely in your life. Perhaps most powerfully, Gratitude multiplies what you already have. By being thankful for even the smallest blessing, you invite growth and expansion. A small amount of money, a simple skill, or a minor opportunity can become a source of significant wealth when nurtured with appreciation. Gratitude encourages stewardship, inspires generosity, and aligns you with the flow of abundance, creating a cycle where blessings continuously increase. In essence, gratitude is the master key to unlimited prosperity. It shifts your mindset from scarcity to abundance, activates the law of attraction, fuels creativity, strengthens relationships, and multiplies your resources. By embracing gratitude as a daily practice, you unlock the invisible forces that bring money, opportunities, and support into your life effortlessly. So begin today. Give thanks for every blessing, no matter how small. Acknowledge every opportunity, cultivate appreciation for every person who supports you, and trust that the universe will respond in kind. When gratitude becomes your guiding principle, you will discover that abundance is not a distant dream, but a living reality, and the door to unlimited money swings wide open.